The character behind me here, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. A lot of people say he looks like Mickey Mouse, and that's probably because the same people drew him. This is the character that Disney did before Mickey Mouse. It was because of Oswald that there became Mickey Mouse. That's a way of thinking about it. So the story goes, in the mid-1920s, Disney's riding high. Oswald's this big hit. He's a very popular character in his day. As a sign of the success, there's Oswald merchandise, just like there would be Mickey Mouse merchandise presently in the future. There's Oswald merchandise. And there was a 2-year contract to make these things. And when the contract's up, Walt and his wife take this long, in those days, long trip across the country by train, Los Angeles to New York to renegotiate. Walt thinks he's in the catbird seat in negotiations because he's got this powerhouse of a show, of a series. Problem, though, is that Walt doesn't own Oswald, and the distributor, a guy named Charles Mintz, he wants to set up his own shop in California to make his own Oswald films. Contractually, he can do that. So Walt shows up and he has essentially the rug pulled out from under him. I'm going to take your character and I'm going to take your staff because they've all signed for me. One history book has it, well, he said he leaves Walt with one senior animator who didn't sign, stayed loyal, and a whole bunch of the new people that just got hired. So it was an army of one general and a bunch of privates. So Walt goes back and he's got sort of no future. The contract's going to expire soon and there's nothing else lined up. So out of desperation, they come up with another character, and that's where Mickey Mouse comes from. Now, there's an interesting epilogue to this story. There's an interesting final chapter that showed up a few years ago, not so long ago, almost 100 years from the time of the theft of the character. If you ever see the Pixar film Up, that was from around 2008, 2010, in that area. If you ever see the Pixar film Up, the villain of that film, his name is Charles Muntz. Charles Mintz, M-I-N-T-Z, and Charles Muntz with a U. And that's sort of I think a thinly veiled bit of a revenge on the guy that wronged them so many decades before.